Okay, so what if the informations are not coming? What if you don't see anything or you just feel blocked? So it might happen. For some people, they're overflooded with the information, and for some people, nothing comes up. And it might change. Like you might just be in a time of a day that you just don't feel connection with. Sometimes, even for me, I'm doing this for 5 years, and sometimes I'm sitting down and waiting for information and nothing comes up because this is just not the right timing. This is just not the right thing. Like I feel like, oh, I really need to go outside. This is not the time for me to do Akashic Records reading, to connect with the inner wisdom. I need to do a meditation to go from my mind to go deeper into my heart. So what you can do is you can be just very accepting of your own cycle, of where you are right now. Don't just expect that, okay, now it's the time for the Akashic Records reading and I will get all the answers, and being so strict with yourself. Rather, just try to be more relaxed with yourself and with everything that's coming up. So if the information are not coming, it's good to just let it go. Don't force it. Take care of your body. Take care of the physical needs. Maybe do another meditation, maybe a little bit longer one. Try to see if you feel safe in the environment you are. Maybe you need something more, maybe a candle. What also can be helpful at the beginning of your journey with the Akashic Records, with the inner wisdom, is when you do a kind of ritual out of it. So let's say always before you open the Akashic Records, you're gonna put a little candle on. Like this candle that's behind me, I always do it. So it's just this little thing that always is just reminding me like, oh, okay, now I'm connecting with inner wisdom. Maybe you want to have fresh flowers, or maybe you want to have teapot with your favorite tea, or a given music. Like just see yourself like, how can I make this ritual? How can I make this more beautiful for myself? And this can help you to feel more safe in a given space. So then, because you feel safe, so the biological need is fulfilled, you will be able to receive the information more freely. So what you can do if the information not flowing? Taking even better care of yourself, and don't be angry with yourself, don't be frustrated. If something doesn't go, it just doesn't go. It doesn't mean you don't have the gift or it's never gonna be open for you. It just means you need to take care better of yourself. In the last 3 years, when I was teaching other people how to access the Akashic Records, and there was only one student that didn't open their Akashic Records during the workshop. It was in-person workshop. But this person knew why it happened. This person knew that it was because she didn't feel safe in the environment that she was in, because the group was quite small and most of the people knew each other, and she was the only one, a new one, and she couldn't connect with the people. And reading in the Akashic Records, connecting with your inner wisdom, it's a very intimate process. You might need to be by yourself and not like with different people that you don't know about. So she knew about that and she shared it. She said like, okay, I know it didn't open, and I didn't want to force it, and I felt that it's gonna happen, but I need more time. And this was such a wonderful understanding, without pressure, with so much love for yourself. It's like, imagine you have a kid, you love it with all your heart, and the kid is trying to learn how to write. And it's trying to write, and he cannot write one letter. Are you gonna be frustrated with him? Like, what? Why you cannot like write this one letter? Or you're gonna be like full of love and being, come on, honey, like this time you didn't make it, but we're gonna come back to it tomorrow. Be so gentle with yourself as you would be with the person that you love the most. And also, at the same time, be persistent. Like, if it didn't open up one day, try another one. If you feel that like you're trying for 3 days and you still don't get any information, leave it for a week. Like, if you feel the frustration is coming up, leave it and then come back to it in a week, in 2 weeks. Like, give yourself the freedom and just give yourself the space. And don't give up. If it doesn't open, just try after day, after another day, add some rituals, take care of yourself, and one day it will open. Like with the students I've taught, it's like more than 200 people, like all of them open. This one woman had the difficulty opening with a group of people, but when she took the good care of herself, it opened for her as well. Because the inner wisdom is inside of you. You can always reach it. Sometimes you just need to understand what's the way, what's your unique way. And if you are already in the Akashic Records and the information are not coming, just be persistent, but not with force. Just like ask what it can mean, how you can understand it, like leave the question and come back in the next few days. Like, be in this conversation with the Akashic Records and with your own process. And also leave space for the unknown. Some questions we are on purpose not getting the answer for, because life is a surprise and also it's not yet set in stone. So sometimes maybe some answers are not yet clarified. So give yourself the freedom, like, okay, maybe I don't need to know about that. And you can ask in the Akashic Records, you can ask your inner wisdom, like, why I want so badly the answer. What can I do in order to let go of knowing? And surely, for this question, definitely some answer will come to you. So now, an exercise for this part. Imagine that your own spirit guide, and this spirit guide is writing a letter to you where it is giving you grace, gratitude, acceptance, and love for just the way you are. Just really try to get into this zone. Try to imagine seeing yourself with eyes full of love and full of acceptance. And in this letter, just let it freely go what wants to come. Maybe you will write about when the things doesn't go the way you want. And what the angel, what your spirit guide has to tell you about it. And if you wish, you can send the letter to yourself using a post. I know we don't use it a lot nowadays, but try it. Like, it's so much fun going to the post office, sending yourself a letter, then getting it, and you're like, wow, I got a letter from my spirit guide. Just give yourself a little bit of fun, a little bit of being a curious child waiting for a surprise.